I'm Gold Derby editor Daniel Montgomery here with Monika Willi, who edited the film Tar and has received an Oscar nomination. First off, what did you think of this story and this script when you first read it?
It was a blast. It was a really uh, it was an overwhelming experience to read the script.
And what about it really struck you?
The preciseness, the preciseness and the really, structure down being really, really on the point of everything.
Does that sort of precision really kind of inspire you or guide you as an editor?
Yeah, of course, because if someone knows what he wants or she wants, in this case he wants, this is something that goes along the way. So it was clear that Todd knew what he wants, and he did it during the shooting and during the editing and everything. So it was a long way with someone who knew what he wants.
And what were some of the initial conversations you had with Todd Field regarding what he was looking for, what he wanted from the film?
We didn't have a lot of conversations about it because he was so clear about what he wanted. It was more about practical things, and this was to be there for the first rehearsal scenes, for the Juilliard scene, being there as someone who does this quality control of the shoot.
And was he closely involved in the editing room? Like, what was he there all the time, or like you said, he knows what he wants, so he didn't need to be?
No, he was there all the time. He was Todd and I had a strict routine. We edited in Scotland, apart from London, in a bubble, to be isolated and not having the danger of getting COVID, because it was high COVID time. So we edited in Scotland, and we had the morning routine. To every one of us had a walk or a run in the morning, and then we had a coffee together, and then we started editing, and Todd was there all the time in the cutting room.
And how did you and Todd work together to manage the pacing of the film?
Once we had the first draft cut, we looked at the film more or less every day, and we felt it together. And we experienced it together, and so we decided on where it was not working or working.
And from that initial rough cut, like, did the film change a lot between that and the finished product?
I mean, we shortened a lot because the first draft cut was 3 hours and 25 minutes, and so we had to lose about 1 hour, and this was getting rid of everything that was unnecessary or that was not important for the ride that Lydia Tarr was taking. So to get really rid of everything which was not to the point of her, especially getting down. So it was more in the last third of the film that we had to lose scenes.
Did you lose scenes that you were sort of sorry to lose that didn't work in the film but you thought were particularly strong?
Yes, there is one scene, and this is her birthday party, and this is a new short film that will appear as an extra short film, because it's so powerful and it's so cinematic and it's so strong, but it hadn't a place in the film as it is now because it was too distracting from her going down. So we decided to make an extra short film out of it.
And the film also lets shots linger. You have the Juilliard scene, which is an extended extended take. How do you decide how long to hold focus on a particular shot or a moment?
This is always a very this is always a very specific work to decide on when to enter and when to leave a shot, and this is a rhythmical decision. So, but in this case, Juilliard is defined by really strong ins and outs, and so it is more, living really with the how it is in English, with the shot, and feel it and feel it and feel it, and then to know when it's enough.
And tell me about the work that went into the rehearsal and performance scenes. Was there a lot of footage that you were working with that you had to cut together?
Yes, with the rehearsal scenes, there have been multi-camera shots, and it was the really first time I worked together with Todd. So it was more a kind of control function that I had to see if everything that they wanted is there. And I worked in a small room, in a big room beside the orchestra, and it was more like really trying to find out if everything is there, what they wanted. And they shot it all. It was, I think, only one shot that I reclaimed that is missing, but else it was all fine.
And of course, the film involves a lot of music. How much did music, the rhythm of the music, kind of influence the editing?
I mean, of course, the music which is on scene is there, and then we worked a lot with Hildur's Gudnadottir's sound. it was a lot of trying, but we decided, I mean, as the overall work was a lot of really working with the sound and defining the sound during the editing and not letting it decide while the post-production. So really know what would be the important sounds, effects, music. Everything was defined during the cutting of this film.
And the film really puts you in Lydia's state of mind. Did the editing approach or style change as things start to unravel for Lydia as the film progresses?
Yes, of course. It gets tighter and it gets the road is narrowing down. So it's a kind of more being, it's a concentration which is really going on her.
And this is your first Oscar nomination. What does it mean to you to be recognized for this film?
But of course, it's an incredible honor. Yeah, it is overwhelming.
What inspired you to become an editor?
This was really my, I was first more looking towards cinematography, just to find out that I'm not the person and not the character to be able to do it. And then editing was something that felt really good and really normal, and something that I could do because of the possibility to work over things and not only have one chance to get it right.
Well, I want to congratulate you on your work on this film, on your Oscar nomination, and thanks so much for talking with me about it.
Thank you.